We're here today to announce that Tony Fischer and I, earlier this morning, sent a letter to the mayor and to our colleagues on City Council calling for public hearings on the issue of whether or not we should be laying off police officers and firefighters as a means to balance the budget. I think to many Cincinnatians it would be unthinkable that we'd be laying off police and fire at this time where we have rising crime, still not enough ambulances, and a real challenge in the area of public safety. I think many Cincinnatians would be surprised to hear that as a means to balance the budget, we're going to take a step back in public safety when the ultimate answer to our budget challenges is to grow the budget, to get more people and more businesses living and operating in the city of Cincinnati for tax revenue. We've not had any hearings specifically on the issue of police and fire layoffs. And I think that Tony and I believe that this issue is of such paramount importance that council shouldn't be making such decisions without transparency and without the opportunity for public comment and debate. I think it's well understood that the $40 million deficit that we're going to face in 2010 really is going to be the defining issue of this campaign and for the new council. And the voters deserve to know where council members and council candidates are in terms of what are their priorities as we work forward to balance the budget. What are those lines that we're not going to cross? For Tony Fischer and I, we're not going to cross that line of laying off police officers and firefighters. It's very critical that we have this debate and we have these public hearings because recently a statement was sent out, signed by 6 council members, that asserted that it is the policy of the city of Cincinnati that is being undermined by a commitment not to lay off police and fire. Specifically, the majority asserted that statements by council members to oppose police and fire layoffs undermine the administration and compromise the position of the city, and are unwelcome and counterproductive. We're here to ask, what is the position of the city? City Council has not passed a motion determining the position of the city. No motions have been introduced to declare a position from council that layoffs are acceptable. No hearings have been held, no votes have been taken. But the public has been told in a press release that the city has such a position and that position should not be undermined. Let's be clear. The city manager works for council. 5 members of council and the mayor direct the actions of the administration. When 5 members of council declare this is our position, normally after hearings and votes, that is the position that the city manager takes. Then it's up to the council members who direct him to advance that position, who are then held accountable to the voters. That is called democracy. I've seen no hearings, I've seen no motions, I've seen no formal position that says from a majority of council, the manager, you get layoffs and we will approve them. I've not seen that. I don't know if Tony Fischer has seen that, but there is this assertion that has been made publicly that that is the position. And so certainly to the extent that that is the position of a majority of council, that's a legitimate position to take. We're here to say today, though, that that position should be vetted publicly through hearings so that the public can come in and hear the rationale for why layoffs would be a good thing, if that's what the majority believes, and they can have their voices heard as the public does, again, in a democracy.